by drowning at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to Podcast the Hero. I'm Old Cheese, and this is my best friend, Old Fritzy, snuff him up the nose, Beach Boy McCallahan. Today
This
we're
episode
here.
is brought to you by Lactase enzymes. They come in pill form, and they help you eat cheese.
Not me.
Yeah,
No.
They help people eat you.
Oh, well,
All you have to do is take a couple of these pills, and you can chow down on chody.
Yeah, have your lactate and then fucking eat me. They stopped working for me.
Oh, they did?
Oh.
You just have to take more. There's no limit on how many you can take.
You think I haven't tried that?
How many? What's the maximum number you've eaten?
1 full bottle.
No, that's a false statement. You're like, I ate 1.5 once and it didn't work and I gave up because it wasn't worth trying.
No,
again.
I ate them all the time, and then I had to get a bunch of colonoscopies, and they were like, turns out you're not all that lactose intolerant, you got colitis!
You had to get a bunch of colonoscopies?
Well, 2, to be safe.
Okay, a pair.
And,
I was going to say, like a bunch. That's like more than 3.
yeah, that's enough, isn't it?
That's too many.
That's one too many.
I want to get the I'm just going to do the one where you crap in a box.
No, you don't crap in a box.
Mm-hmm.
You got to, when you got to
They
take a
send you
little
a
poo
box.
sample?
They send you a box, you poop in the box, and then you tape up the box and you put it in the mail.
No. What they do is they send you a vial. It's like this big.
Yeah.
I've done this.
How big around is it?
Oh,
My poops aren't going to fit in something that big.
I know, because it's not supposed to. Because here's the thing. When you take out the top, it's got a little spoon on it. Like the size of a spoon that you do a cocaine off of. And what you're supposed to do is, the easiest way to do it is, they said, put a bunch of saran wrap on the toilet and sit down.
No.
Poop onto the saran wrap.
Nope.
So fucking prank yourself. And then
Nope.
here's the thing that you're not thinking about when you're pooping onto that saran wrap is you also most of the time have a pee.
Yeah.
So you're also peeing on there. And then
Yeah,
you got to take that little spoon and you got to...
no, you should... no. I'm pretty sure you're lying. Like, the way it really works is the box comes, there's like a plastic grocery bag in the box. You just pull the edges of the grocery bag over the edges of the box, and you set it on your floor. You do your business into the grocery bag in the box. You flip the flaps down on the box, put some tape on it, and hand it to your mailman. And he goes, wow,
$400,
that's terrible.
please.
Yeah.
I know that the United States is a developing nation, and your healthcare just really wants to eat you alive because you've sold it all to companies for some reason.
Yeah.
But that poo box actually sounds preferential to the little poo spoon. And I'm telling you, I've been a different man since the day that I dug through a little bit of my own shit with a tiny little spoon for another human. I've been a different man ever since.
Did it changed you?
It changed me
said,
on a molecular level.
My level of knowledge about the excrement that comes from my body is now at a level that I can no longer go back. You cannot unsee it. You are no longer the person who hasn't dug around in your own stool with a little tiny spoon. Like, they can't even give you a proper size spoon.
And when you finished, you were a nasty little... You were still a boy. You were a nasty little boy that's just dug around in his own feces with a tiny little spoon. It's really unpleasant, but today we're here to talk about something that is potentially related to that, and that is blood meat. Because I was digging through my poo for blood.
So you and I have an agreement.
Yes.
We came to this agreement a long time ago that so this song is a metaphor, as most songs are,
yes,
for peeing blood. Right? Blood coming from your meat.
pooing blood.
No, this is peeing
Inside the
blood.
meat of the poo
No,
is where you'll find the blood.
no, peeing from your man meat with the blood coming out, because we decided pooing blood is totally fine.
That's true.
Everybody poos blood all the time. It's not a big deal. But
Yeah.
peeing blood means you are instantly dead.
Yeah. The first time I shit blood, I thought I was going to die. And then I realized, you know what? No. It's actually fairly common.
Yeah, no.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if you piss blood or anything other than piss,
Yep, you're dead.
start counting down from 17. And when you reach 0, you're dead.
So,
You're
okay.
fucking dead.
But really, this is not about that.
No.
Right? This song is about, well, it's really it is a metaphor, but it's a metaphor for chefs who have disdain for their patrons when they order their steaks anything but rare.
That's true.
This is all about ordering rare steaks at a restaurant, and the chef who refuses to cook a steak more than rare, even though the guests say, "I'd like it medium well." And the chef goes, you'll get the blood meat.
Here's the truth of the matter. Arif, as he wrote everything pre-Scurrilous, wrote this song. Wrote the lyrics to this song.
Yes.
So my insight and interpretation, though closer to the author, is not much more accurate than anyone else who's sang the song about a fucking million times. You know what I'm saying?
Would you say blood is human juice?
I would say, yeah. Yeah, it's the juice of humans. If you squeeze a human down over a big juicer, what comes out is going to be blood for sure.
Who produced this record?
Julius Buddy.
What's his nickname?
Juice.
This song is clearly about him.
Ah, he does do a lot of singing in it.
Yeah.
You'll notice there are glorious harmonies that sound as though someone is being squeezed and maybe juiced themselves. All of the harmonies on Fortress are Juice.
Okay.
Julius Buddy. Your
Did
Buddy
he
boy.
harmonize with you? Like, did you, or was it simply like you laid down the melody and he came in after and listened to the melody of you and then harmonized to that? Or did you guys like work together?
He did it. He just did it all on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, we some of the parts were like written and planned and supposed to be the way that they are. Like for instance, that tomorrow we will find the children. Like they go back and forth. It's supposed to be that way. It was written that way. But a lot of the harmonies that are just like happening all throughout, like he's just like sitting there fucking throwing them on and building it up. And he did it all on his own, and it was incredible. He's a fucking amazing, amazing singer.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity
Yeah.
in this song.
Mm-hmm.
So when I sing this song,
Okay.
I guess it's the chorus of this song, I think.
Yeah.
With Swords Still Wet,
Yeah,
with
like
the
that is.
blood of their dead.
Mhm.
I think that line should be with Swords Still Wet, with the blood of their meat. That's how I sing it.
The blood of their meat.
Yeah. Because the song is called Blood Meat. So it's the blood of their meat. And so I think you're missing an opportunity there
To
to
sing
really
the-
tie the lyrics back to the title of the song, which everyone knows you should do.
Yeah, well, back in these days, we were specific about never having the lyric in the song, and sometimes having the title of the song actually be in the lyrics of a different song.
Yeah.
Like blindfolds
Well,
aside, I'd rather close my eyes or whatever. I don't think that's even in blindfolds. I think it's in
Yeah.
She Who Mars the Skin of Gods.
Yeah.
Let me also say something that I just thought of.
Oh,
This was
okay.
very recently that I discovered this.
Okay.
All these years listening to Bloodmeat, and this actually might ruin the song for some people.
I love it. Yes.
The line, 1,000 virgin daughters spread.
Yes.
Fucking hideous imagery.
Yes.
I have always heard on the recording 1,000 virgins daughters spread. 1,000 virgins daughters spread, right? Like
Right.
the virgin has had a child through immaculate conception or something like that.
Sure.
The lyric is 1,000 virgin daughters spread.
Right.
And I was always thinking, like, man, I guess I fucked that up in the studio, and like put that S on the end of virgins, and like that doesn't make any sense. And like all this time, it's bothered me because I was like going back and being like, I couldn't be that stupid. That doesn't make sense. That like I wasn't that stupid at the time. I would have known that that didn't make any sense, and it would have bothered the living shit out of me. On the very last tour that we did in Southern Ontario, I was listening to the live backing tracks, which are the recorded tracks, the harmonies from the record, and they're all Juice. And he hits that S so hard, it's not on the main, it's on the fucking backup vocals.
It was Juice.
He fucked it all up, man. Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, I guess it kind of could make sense if you like are trying to think about things from a biblical sense, blah blah blah. But it doesn't make sense in the context of the song, like. Right, the whole idea is that like
it's the conquests of Genghis Khan. It's something that actually happened.
Yeah.
Why would we throw in some like biblical?
Raped a lot of people, and isn't there like there's some statistic out there that like some insanely high percentage of people on Earth today
can trace
are
their
related
relations
to Genghis Khan because
and
he
it's,
just.
Like, I don't think there's any way that it could actually be true because I think the number's like 1 in 3 or 1 in 5. Like, it's like
really high.
We would all be so fucking inbred. Maybe that is.
We're not.
That's a good point.
We probably are.
Yeah, I am for sure. My dad always used to joke about how his family tree went straight up with no branches. And I don't know that it was a joke.
When you perform Bloodmeat live,
yes,
do you ever change the words in the little da 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 part?
No.
Why?
Because that wouldn't be true to the song.
But you change the words in other songs.
I changed the words in Bloodmeat.
Okay, so why can't you go like cat 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 or fat 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 fat?
That's the part that people like singing along to. I don't want to take the wind out of their sails. I do change with Sword Still Wet to with George Still Wet. I've been doing that for probably over 10 years. George was our sound guy at the time. And boy, did he get wet. Yeah, I don't know why. I've always sung with George Still Wet. Even with the fucking backups singing the proper words behind me, I will sing with George Still Wet, with George Still Wet. I don't know why.
A normal question for somebody would be like, what's the process like for choosing what's going to be the first track on the record? But given that Fortress is like purposefully built, like it's kind of conceptual, right? It's got like 3 parts and it does like a thing. There's not, you don't really have a like, well, which one of these songs should we put first, gang? Like it has to be first because this is the way that it was written.
Exactly.
But, is that every record for you guys? Is there ever a conversation?
No. I'm trying to think. Like with Palimpsest,
Yeah. Well, that also is like
Rivet had to come last.
Yeah.
Really. That was all that I was super specific about. And that sort of put us in a tricky spot because Luke was like, this song doesn't feel like the end of a fucking record. And they went back and had to re-record a whole instrumental part for the end. And with Pacific Myth, we wrote, there was one song and song 2. The first 2 were written before we even fucking released anything.
Yeah.
And I reversed them by accident. So I wrote the very first part of the story over the second song and the second part of the story over the first song. And then we had to release them in the opposite order that they were intended to be released because I'm a fucking moron. But it just like, it couldn't be any other way. And I think maybe that's just how it was.
Like, I think maybe like Volition might be the only record where it's like the order of the songs with like Skies definitely feels like a closer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like you could.
I think because it's not conceptual in nature, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just a random smattering of songs. It doesn't really matter what order they go in.
Would you say that Fortress is your most commercially successful record?
Yes.
Like it's the one that everybody knows. It's the one that.
Yeah, I think difficult to say without like seeing the numbers, and Luke would probably like I'm sure as far as like sales go, like CD sales, because CDs were still kind of selling at the time. It is probably the most viable. It's gold in Canada. It's probably the most like popular, and it seems for some reason it seems more accessible to me.
Well, and also I think it came out at a time where like that, not necessarily that you guys sort of fit into that mold, because I think you've always been a little bit off to the side of like metalcore and whatever.
Yeah.
But like right around that time that it came out was when that style of music was having its big moment.
Yes.
Right.
And also we fit into that moment as best as we could in our fucking history.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is by far our most metal record, I want to say. Like more like standard, and like it feels very metalcore.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So for listeners who may not know this, Fortress was so popular at the time, and like so much in the zeitgeist of popular culture at the time, that 10 years after it came out, someone made an adult film starring T.T. Boy and Jenna Jameson called Fortress XXX, a porn parody.
What?
Right? That's what that is, right? Fortress XXX?
I've never heard of that. 10 years after Fortress came out, Jenna Jameson would have been like fucking 60.
What was that thing that came out 10 years after Fortress?
It was Fortress. Maybe it was that other band that put out
Did
a
you
record
do a
called
tour?
Fortress.
Fortress.
Oh, the Fortress X tour.
X. That's it. My mistake. Sorry.
What was that other band that put out a record called Fortress?
I don't know. There was
Mark
another
Tremonti's band.
Mark Tremont.
That's his
What
name, I
band is
think.
he in? Alter Bridge?
Yep. They put out a record called Fortress.
I don't know.
Hey,
much
dude,
about
just
them.
Google's your
Google it?
friend.
Okay.
It was
Alter-
the number 1 record in Canada the week it came out.
Are they Canadian?
No, I don't think so, but nobody cares about Canada. Not even me.
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't.
I kind of think you do. Oh, I didn't know Miles Kennedy was in Alter Bridge.
What is that?
Miles Kennedy is the guy who plays with Slash on everything.
Well, in Canada, we call him kilometers, Kennedy. We call him kilometers, Trudeau. Kiss my fucking ass, Miles Kennedy.
Kennedy.
I
Yeah,
don't
they do
care.
have a record called Fortress. It came out in 2013.
Yeah. I told you.
Oh. Alter Bridge is the same band as Creed?
Yeah. Just with a different singer.
I didn't know that.
Isn't that something?
Interesting. Let's talk about the video.
Okay.
Why? It's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
So there's sort of two ways that bands interact with each other when playing their instruments together, right? It's like live on stage, right, where everybody is facing out,
Yes.
or it's in rehearsal where everybody's basically standing around the drummer facing the drummer,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But in this video, you have Mo on one side, sitting over here facing this way. And
Yeah.
then you have Luke, Riffy, and Scroot on this side facing Mo.
Yeah,
Right? So
yeah.
they're doing this. And then you're in the middle facing this way.
Yeah, yeah.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. This video was one of a few videos that was directed by Mark Andre, as opposed to Mark Ricciardelli.
Okay.
We only have guys named Mark director videos. But I don't know. We were on tour, and we just like stopped to film a video.
Did he tell you to sit in that like recliner and just be real mad?
Yeah, he did. He was like, flop into that chair, maybe like bite on your fingernail a little bit, and like.
All right.
So I did it.
Okay.
And he was
I'm
like,
just
pop out of it. Like, I had a whole bunch of choreography that I kind of had to do. Like, it wasn't choreography in that I, like, fucking had to learn anything. They were just like, these are the steps that you're going to take throughout the rest of it. And I got to say, the videos were a lot worse for me than they were for the other guys. Because, like, they would do just like a little bit of shooting. They'd run through the song, like, 5 or 6 times,
what?
and then they'd have me do
Where
like
did you go?
a fucking whole day's worth of
Oh.
dancing around like a moron. Like at one point, Luke said to me, "Yeah, this is gonna make him sound like a monster," but he is a monster. He said to me, he was like, "You're gonna see this video back and be fucking horrified, dude." Because it was like spinning and dancing and my hair looked fucking stupid. But ultimately, I'm not that horrified.
I think I like the spinning around part.
Me too.
I think that's pretty fucking. You should like put that back in the live.
You know what? I do that live
You do?
quite a bit now. Yeah, I started spinning again.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I like it. And you know what? It's easy on your knees. It's soft impact. It's not a lot of that hard impact jumping or running on the spot. You know, it's just you got to find the soft impact stuff.
Yeah,
as you get
that's
older.
pretty cool. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen a lot of music videos
No.
since like the music video thing stopped.
Oh,
right?
like
Sort
Much
of.
Music and MTV.
Yeah, like they just stopped playing music on MTV.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's a lot of people still make music videos even today. I have not seen any of them, but I did see this music video, not when it came out, but
No.
no, when this came out, I was probably just like in a basement without TV or internet, drinking whiskey, and I don't know, just sitting by myself.
That sounds really nice.
Yeah. But
Honestly, I know you're trying to describe like a dark period for you,
Yeah.
but that sounds like a bright era for me. That sounds like
it was pretty dark.
finally I can be alone and do what I want. And then my glasses fall off and break. And it doesn't matter because I wasn't going to read. I was just going to sip the whiskey in the darkness.
Yeah.
Sounds really nice.
But I think, like, if it were me in
And it
your
was.
shoes in that video, I would look back on that and go, dude, I was a fucking badass. Look at me. When I was all young and fucking could do all kinds of fucking cool shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I tried to pull that shit today, no.
And here's the thing. If I were me in your shoes, I'd be tripping all over the place because your shoes are very big and my feet aren't so big. But yeah, no, I think every now and again, like, someone will fucking toss it on and it's like, ooh, this is funny to look back and see how, like, shitty quality it is in, like, 240p or whatever the fuck.
Right, yeah.
And then, you know, it's kind of fun to watch and think about making music videos like that. And as soon as I see the haircut, I think of Old Crumb. Cam shaved that haircut on me. I let him. It was like a couple nights before we were in like a CVS in the States, and there was some like hair dye. And I was like, Cam, can I dye your hair? And he was like, yeah, if I can shave you a mohawk. And I was like, yes! Because I wanted a mohawk. Yeah. And then he shaved me that kind of weird one where he just like shaved the back of my head. I can't really remember how it came about, but like we just exchanged doing hairdressers. And it never even occurred to me that I was like, oh, fuck, I got to make a music video, and not realizing that it's like, oh, just the biggest one of my career. But if it's any consolation, Cam's dad hated Cam's hair.
That's good.
Hadn't seen him in like 2 months. We walked in his door, and Cam's dad looked at him for a while and went, you look like a baby shit on your head. And then he went to take a phone call in his car for the rest of the weekend.
He's
the coolest.
I really love that.
Yeah, me too.
Also, Tim at the time was super hairy.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he was like, he had a lot of hair.
He had a lot of hair and a lot of beard, for sure. He looked like Forrest Gump on a run.
Yeah. And Truk does a lot of shaking on his hair like this.
Yeah, that's the move we used to do. And then he started seeing stars a lot. Him and I always used to shake our heads back and forth. He went to see an optometrist, and they were like, you bang your head? He was like, oh, yeah. And they were like, this way? And he was like, that's my favorite. And they were like, you better cut that one out. You detach your retinas. And he didn't. Honestly, I think he still bangs it. I think he'll still fucking put on Extreme, and his little opposite sheet happens, and he'll bang his head sideways. He loves it, and he loves Extreme.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's a genuine, one of the biggest Extreme fans.
Just because of Nuno?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, he's all over them. Like, one time he was trying to tell me that the singer from Extreme was really good, and I was like, he's not for me. He just kind of hits the same note over again. And he was like, nah, man, you just don't get it. I was like, yeah, fair enough. I don't get it.
What's that dude's name?
I don't know. Extreme singer.
Yeah, Gary Cherone.
Gil Cherone.
Oh.
Who's Gil Cherone?
I don't know, but he was also the singer of Van Halen for a while.
I know. For like a real little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever watch the movie Marco Polo? Or the television program Marco Polo?
No.
With Benedict Wong. He plays Kublai Khan.
Oh, no.
It's a really great program.
Kublai Khan TX?
Uh-huh.
Never mind.
It's on Netflix. It was a Netflix original.
Oh, cool.
About...
Is it like Cocaine Bear?
No. It's about Marco Polo and the time he spends in the court of Kublai Khan.
Oh.
And it's a very good program. There's only 2 seasons of it, but it's good. I recommend it. I mean, considering this is about, his Kublai Khan's grandfather, right? Genghis.
Yeah.
Genghis. Is it Genghis or Genghis?
In the song, I definitely say Genghis,
Okay.
if I say it. But it's probably Genghis. There's probably a lot of mispronunciations. Like right off the hop, enemies of Kanate. Is that right? I don't know. What's Kanate? I don't know. I don't know, Fritzy.
A Khanate.
Would you say a Khanate?
Like Khanate is it's like the kingdom of the Khan.
Khanate. Yeah, I pronounce it Kanate in the song. Enemies of Kanate. Of Kana. I can't even fucking say it any other way.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
I have a game.
I have a game.
No, you don't.
How many ants are there on Earth?
How many ants?
Yeah.
I think there's 1 million ants per person.
Yeah, I don't know. There's lots. There's more ants than any other living creature.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 1
we
in
count,
4
like-
things is a beetle.
Huh?
Yeah? You want to get all science-y on me? Here you go. I got some bug math for you.
Okay.
Check out this bug math. How many ants are there?
1 million per person.
Yeah, how many? 1 in 4 things is a beetle.
1 in 4 things in the world is a beetle.
Yeah.
That
It's like,
includes,
there's a
like,
fridge, there's a TV, there's your
trees.
camera there. Beetles. I don't know.
What if 1 in 4 things was like Paul McCartney?
I think it's like 1 in 4 like living things is a
Yeah.
beetle.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I was just reading my son a fucking bug book for nighttime, and I only paid attention to a
very
little
afraid
of it.
of beetles.
You should be. It's like 1 in 4, dude.
Yeah, because they have
Next time
armor.
you're sitting around with 3 other people, you go, one of these motherfuckers is a beetle.
What if? What if 1 in every 4 people was just like a beetle in a human suit?
Yeah.
Like that dude from Men in Black.
I was just thinking of the dude from Men in Black. You know who that dude is?
Yeah, he's what's his name? Vincent D'Onofrio.
That's right. You know who else is in there?
Will Smith.
No, keep guessing.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Keep guessing. Tony Shalhoub, baby! The greatest
Tony
actor
Shalhoub
known
with
to
that
man,
thing in his
Tony
head.
Shalhoub.
And then his little head goes.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right. Tony Shalhoub. So good. I am #1 Tony Shalhoub fan.
Yep.
I love him just a fucking Stanley Tucci more than Stanley Tucci. Sorry, you have a game.
I do. It's about blood meat or meat blood.
Okay, so this is going to be unrelated.
Which of these is how Redditors suggest to order a rare steak? Is it A, just walk a cow by the grill? B, warm on the outside, frigid on the inside, just like I like my women?
Oh,
C,
that sounds like dead women.
as bloody as my last sexual encounter?
Ew, dude.
D,
What? Sexual
knock its
encounter?
horns off, wipe its ass, and bring it to the table. Which one of these was something that when somebody prompted them to say, what's a clever way to order a steak? Which one of these was a real answer by a Redditor?
Now, I feel like this is being really bad to Redditors. A lot of that was like quite sexist.
Yeah.
I really actually liked the wipe its ass, knock its horns off, and bring it to the table.
Yeah.
That's it?
That's the one you're picking? It's all of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
what is- no.
Here's the
What?
thing. Let me just say this about
Sure.
some of those. Okay. As bloody as my last sexual encounter, that person has never had sex.
Correct.
Warm on the outside, cold on the inside, that person has never had sex.
Correct.
Wipe its ass, knock its horns off, and bring it to the table. That person fucks.
What is Pittsburgh rare?
Pittsburgh Rare is like it's only cooked with a swastika on it. They brand it with a swastika, and then they bring it to the table. Is that true?
Is it A, raw steak just with salt and pepper? B, charred outside, raw inside? C, medium well?
I didn't hear anything racist.
No.
I don't know if Pittsburgh is known for being racist. I just saw a man with a swastika tattoo there one time, and I was really fucking shocked.
Yeah.
Raw with salt and pepper.
Charred outside, raw inside.
I mean, that sounds good. I would eat it that way.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No, I don't like raw steak. I don't like rare steak.
What about just a medium rare?
Yeah, I mean, that's about as rare as I'll go. I like just like medium.
I don't know. If you go any more than that, I think you defy God.
Well, because the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, is it the the USDA? U.S. Department of Agriculture? Whoever it is that says what you can do with food.
Yeah, I think that's the FDA, and you just pay the money, and they're like, yeah, give everybody cancer.
Yeah, they say don't eat it unless it's like 165 degrees.
Yeah, but they also allow like fucking protein powders to include heavy metals in them.
Yeah, but heavy metals are good for you.
Nah, baby.
I love heavy metal.
I know you do, but do you love it in your fucking colon?
What does searing a steak do? A,
brings the bacteria from the outside. Oh.
B, change the texture and flavor of the meat. Or C, not a damn thing.
I think it does A and B. But
it's not A. It's B.
Oh.
You don't actually seal the juice. That's just a myth.
That would be weird, too. Like, when you think about it, it would be like, you know those, like, hamburgers that you can tell is, like, wrapped in, like, a tight little fucking encasement?
Yeah.
And when you bite through it, it kind of, like, pops in your mouth, and it's, like, fucked. That's, like, if you sealed in juaces, that's what would happen. You would bite it, and it would go...
Yeah. So, if you really want your steak to be juicy, it's the resting part that does it, because it allows the juices to settle back down into the meat.
Let me tell you about
rest it.
Okay.
Last question.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows the best steaks in the world come from Japan.
Okay, like Wagyu.
Which of these steaks is the most expensive?
Oh.
Is it A, the Maezawa filet from Ogato Farms? B, the Hokkaido Wagyu ribeye? C, the Haida Japanese A5 Wagyu filet? Or D, the Japanese A5 Wagyu tomahawk from Aragawa in Tokyo?
You made all those fucking words up. You made all those words up, especially.
I did not make any of those words up.
You made up the word Tokyo. You made up the word Tokyo and you fucking tried.
I did not.
Tomahawk is very expensive steak. Wagyu is very expensive fucking like cut, right? Like they fucking artificially marble it with fat somehow. I've never had Wagyu in my life. It seems like it would be kind of gross, to be honest. Just a lot of fat. I'm sure it's delicious, but I think it's that last one. It had the most real words in it that you didn't just make up.
So all of them are real. The Maezawa filet from Ogato Farms is $269 for a 15-ounce steak.
And totally fictional.
Hokkaido Wagyu ribeye is $189 for, I think it was a 18-ounce ribeye.
Yeah, I can't remember it because you made it up.
The Haida Japanese A5 Wagyu filet is $199.
Which seems unrealistic because what is that price? $199 would be $200 if anything. You made it up.
Finally, the Japanese A5 Wagyu tomahawk, it's 30 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
It's served at Aragawa restaurant in Tokyo, and it costs $1,000.
Yeah, so I was correct.
Yes.
Even though you made it all up.
I did not make any of it up. It's all real.
You made up all those words.
The Haida Japanese A5 Wagyu filet is not. It's a hybrid cow.
They cross it with a kangaroo?
No, they cross it with European cows that they brought over in the 1800s.
There's no cows in Europe. Now you're just whistling Dixie. I gotta say, Fritzy, you are one snaggle-toothed, lying... I'm so sorry. I mean, your lies are egregious,
Yeah,
to be sure. But that game was a tremendous amount of fun.
Last time you asked me to come back to you with two things this episode. The first was you said a bunch of stuff that you thought sounded like words backwards.
Oh, yeah, and I asked you...
I'm going to insert them right now into this episode in post. I've reversed it.
You have reversed it?
I have reversed it, and let me tell you, you said absolutely nothing.
Are you certain?
Yep, pretty sure.
Because I gotta say that
no language.
I'm thinking at this point, I might have said the most expensive cut of meat known to this world. And now we'll listen.
No.
Boy, isn't that something?
No, missed it. The second thing you wanted me to do was...
This is following the hair trigger episode.
Right. Figure out what it is that Luke is saying in reverse at the end of Hair Trigger.
Yes. Now, you've texted me some things that you think.
Now, I'm going to tell you first. What Jenny thought, my wife.
Okay.
I played the thing. I did all the stuff that I could to clean it up so I could listen to it and make an educated guess.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks that Luke is saying biscuit Frito demon or respect the fucking champion.
No.
Okay.
I will say her second one is closer on words, on some of the word sounds, but none of the words are correct.
Fucking isn't correct?
Fucking is correct.
Okay.
There is a fucking in there. Yeah.
At first, when I first listened through it, I thought it was, let's make these fucking John believe. But I don't think that's it.
No, it is not.
Then,
let's make these fucking John believe.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense. But I couldn't. Then I sort of narrowed it down to, let's make me fucking something.
No.
No?
No.
Oh. Well, then I
mean, you have, like, the syllables correct.
But it's not.
Yeah, it's not. You've got the word fucking.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's real hard. I
and you know
sped it up and slowed it down, and I raised the pitch real high and lowered
I think
it
Juice
down,
intentionally sort of made it so that it would be very difficult to figure out what he's saying. But
I denoised it. I de-reverbed it. I did
maybe
a lot
there's
of
someone
stuff.
out there in podcast world that has like a little bit
better equipment.
Yeah, or wild know-how, to figure out what is being said in reverse at the end of Hair Trigger.
I might not be done trying.
I'd love it if you kept trying. I'd weekly get erections.
What?
I don't know. They call me the she-wolf.
I'm trying to see if I have anything else for you for Bloodmeat.
I got
You got nothing?
No. We went out on a tour.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to talk about maybe a fun story that happened during the Fortress runs. And this actually has a picture with it. So we went out with a lot of different bands during that time. Misery Signals being one of them. I forget what record they were on, but it was one of the records where Carl Schubach was their singer. And Carl and I had a lot of fun. And one night we were in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I was a very tiny little chody. And he was a big old Carl.
He was a big old Carl.
And we were getting all liquored up. And I said, hey, Carl, let's go into the bathroom and change clothes.
Like exchange clothes?
Yeah, like he's a big, strong Carl, and I'm just a tiny little chody. And it'd be funny if he was wearing my clothes and I was wearing his clothes. So we went into the bathroom and we just like traded clothes. And while we were in the bathroom doing it, like we're just like taking our clothes off in this sort of open area. And this dude busts in the door. And he's like, hey. And like we're both in like a state of relative undress. And he was like, what are you guys doing in here? And we were like, trading our clothing. And he's like, whatever. You guys cool? Like, you want to do a bunch of cocaine? And we were like, no. And he was like, you cool if I do? And we were like, yeah. And then so he just stands against the door. He takes out this like big ass hunting knife and he's like sticking it in this little bag of coke, just going, having himself a fucking ride. He was like, all right, dudes, have fun with your party. And then he walked away. And so we came out of the bathroom wearing each other's clothes. And like the joke had kind of died for us. And we're like, hey guys. And then everyone was like, ah, ha, 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 ha. And we're like, some fucking guy with a hunting knife just scared us and did a bunch of cocaine in our faces. And I have a picture of us
wearing each other's clothes?
Wearing each other's clothes that I can't find right now, but I will get to you.
Okay.
I swear it.
I like that.
Yeah, me too. Don't you like it?
Yeah.
Anyway, here's my brother-in-law holding a big fish. You can edit in the picture of Carl.
What did happen to that fish?
What do you mean? What happened to it? We threw it back in the ocean.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
In the lake.
If you ate it or not. Because I don't like to eat fish.
I don't like to eat fish either.
It's kind of yucky.
Sorry, I just got to find this picture of Carl. But yeah, I'll find that. I'll send it to you later.
Did you have a nice time fishing?
I had an absolutely lovely time fishing with my father and brother-in-laws.
Is it brother-in-laws or brothers-in-law?
Brother-in-laws. How many laws are they my brother in? Brothers-in-law.
Yeah, brothers-in-law.
That's correct?
Yes.
Even if they're from different sides of the family?
Yep.
One of them's married to my sister. One of them's married to my wife's sister.
Yep.
It doesn't change anything?
Somebody who's married to your wife's sister, that person has no relation to you.
No, he's my brother-in-law.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Are you fucked?
No, I don't think so.
That's my brother-in-law.
No, I'm pretty sure it's only
the siblings?
A person who's married to like a direct relation to you. So like if it was your wife's brother, it would be your brother-in-law.
Yeah, he's in there too.
Right, but your wife's sister's husband is not your brother-in-law. He's just a dude.
Oh, yes, he is.
No, he's just some dude.
Oh, he's not just some dude.
Yeah.
He's a very special man.
No, he's just some guy.
We call him Moist Thai. He does jujitsu.
Yeah, but you just picked him up on the side of the road on your way up there. He's just some guy.
No.
Yeah. He doesn't
we're
get a
brothers-in-law
special name.
and we're brothers in outlaw.
No. I don't believe it.
We're brothers in crime.
Oh.
One time we got followed by a fucking police drone because we were drinking beers in the park.
A police drone?
Yeah, I think so. We
It
were just
wasn't
drinking
just
beers in the
like
park.
some person flying a drone. It had like sirens on it and stuff.
It watched us for a
It
while.
came
and
swooping down on you, going wee wee.
we got spooked out. We came out of the bushes going, we're like 40! It was just one beer! We're not having a bush party or sucking each other silly in there. We're brothers in law.
Nope. You're just
Nah, you're right. We were
just
sucking
two
each other
friends. We
silly.
met in this bush and decided to share a beer.
Yeah. One day I'll find that picture, Carl.
No, you won't. It doesn't exist anymore.
Maybe you're right.
It did that thing like Back to the Future. It's just a picture of you now
When
because you
Carl-
changed the
when Carl
The
got
space-time
uninvited to
continuum.
be in Misery Signals,
Yep.
he disappeared from the picture.
Yep. Unfortunate.
There it is. Boom.
What? Yeah,
That's the picture of Carl and I. I'm in his big old Carl clothes. He's in my tiny little wife pleaser. That's what you call
Yeah.
those shirts.
you were a big fan of those shirts, huh?
I guess so.
Back in the day.
I'm going to send that to you. So he's even wearing my glasses.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll put it in. I'll put it in the episode so everybody can see. Also, we should do a thing. People are like, hey, can you put all the pictures and stuff in a place so those of us who listen only can see all the pictures that we share?
Yeah.
So we'll
and the
make sure
gifts.
we get one of those. I'll get Corn Man to set up a little place for it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And yeah. So there you go. There was one other thing that I had on my list.
Okay.
Things
Was it
for
my
you.
kiss?
What?
Because my kiss is on your list. My kiss, you can't resist. I don't remember how that song goes, but it's Hall & Oates, and it's a good song.
Who's on your shirt? I can't
Fucking
tell.
Jumbo Joe, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the last thing.
And
it says
pizza.
for you to eat shit and go fuck yourself.
I'm Jeezy.
And this is Fritz.
And you can fuck yourself. Yeah, I don't even fucking know, man.
You don't know?
No, because it's like,
You
how do
seem
we do it?
You seem pretty confident in it. Like, you seem pretty assured at the time that everyone should fuck themselves. But now you're not sure.
Well, here's the thing, because I don't know. It doesn't make any